Hello, I'm Svetlana. I'm presenting here the BelElect dataset that we collected from a so-called dark platform, and we use it for bias research, but of course there are also other opportunities to do research on this corpus. But let me first explain the problem. Dark platforms include platforms such as Telegram, Gap, Pali, Mastodon, and 4chan. They're different from established social media because they are less regulated. That's why we call them dark. For now, only a little attention from researchers has been put into dark platform research, and only a few corpora are available for public. Although everyone can go and download the data, the problem is that the channels disappear, posts are deleted, and then the research is not reproducible anymore. In addition, we need definitely framed reports about the same events for bias research, and this requires specific knowledge of the channels on each of the platform. So you need to know what to look at. And with our BelElect dataset, we solve both problems. We offer a new Telegram corpus from Telegram, a new corpus from a dark platform in Russian and Belarusian languages. And we collected the dataset so that it's balanced, and we have a balanced amount of differently framed posts from the state and opposition side, from state and opposition channels on Belarusian and Russian language Telegram. And the state channels and the opposition channels talk about the same event in different ways. And the event that we had in focus was after Belarusian elections 2020, the protests that started in the country after elections in Belarus that took place in August 2020. As you see here, one of the channels has been deleted completely. It has been declared extremist by the state, and it doesn't exist on the platform anymore. So if you don't look at our corpus, you will not be able to find the channel and the posts that have been produced in that time. We use this corpus in our 2021 publication called Examining Linguistic Biases in Telegram with a Game Theoretic Analysis, in which we validate a theoretical model on empirical data. You can find our corpus in 3 places: Zenodo, GitHub, and Orbelu. And the GitHub repository also contains links to other corpora from dark platforms. So for those who want to compare, this is actually the best resource from all of them. We found in our corpus new types of biases. One is, for instance, timing bias. This is when it's analyzably news are analyzably published too late, purposefully delayed reports about important planned or already known events, and you can only see that by comparison of different sources. You can also look at the examples in the paper. The other new type of bias that we found is that we need to distinguish between bias form and bias function. Current, especially automated methods of bias detection, look at specific forms of biases, but sometimes they have also other functions. This is an example of how gender bias actually has the function of political bias, of discrediting political candidate. And this is interesting to see and to understand that we need to pay attention to that. Of course, this study has limitations, that every corpus is just a static snapshot of a language, and when you look at a specific language at a specific time, it's always important to understand that it's totally tied with the social cultural context of the things that are described in that snapshot of language. Nevertheless, because Telegram offers safe space for free speech and for hate at the same time, it's important to look at those snapshots, and in dark platforms in general. Also to understand how they can be regulated and how we can better do research on them. I thank you for your attention, and I will be happy to receive your questions in my email box.